I'm Venus Crystal.
And welcome to the Truly Imagination podcast.
Yes, I actually literally, when I was waiting for you, I was filming my setup, and I did that.
I know, I looked at the story. That's why I
Oh,
said
that's
it.
nice.
Bring back
Thank you
the
for
old
keeping
Dylan way of saying podcast.
old case. Yes, Dylan. We miss you, Dylan. Come back home.
He was here for a bit. I just don't know if he's still here or not.
Damn it. We miss you, Dylan.
Come back, come back. Be a cool podcaster again.
Dylan, come home.
Dylan, come home.
Oh boy.
Speaking of songs and such, today's
Yeah.
episode is about concerts and such, but there was also something you wanted to talk about.
Yes, there was. So, if I can open my Instagram without it blasting music. I did a thing yesterday. It was called the Skate or Die photo shoot, and it was really cool. Basically it was a experience where, like, whether you were an experienced model or a um like complete newbie, or like an experienced photographer or a complete newbie, you could go, you could take pictures of people, you could model for people, and it was really cool. I met a lot of really interesting people. I met a lot of really cool photographers, got to work with a lot of cool photographers, and we're all currently waiting to see what the photographers are going to do with our pictures. It's very, very exciting. One of my friends actually was a co-organizer of it, and it was put together by frabjour.ca. They do a lot of like kind of events where you can go. I believe their next one is jazz and tarot, which is sounds pretty exciting. But yeah, it was really fun. We went to Legacy Skate Park, which is actually the skate park right next to Algonquin.
I saw
So
that. I saw that.
yeah, so that's where I was yesterday. And some of the skater boys, or as I should say, the skater old men that were clearly drunk and hanging out at a skate park with children, were really mad that we were taking pictures, and they would yell at us,
Oh, I
which is
see.
great. I love being yelled at by the average Limp Biscuit enjoyer. No offense to Limp Bizkit, he's a good guy. Well, I don't know if he's a good guy, but he makes good music. He might be an asshole for all I know.
Yeah, yeah, he could be. We don't know.
Yeah.
Let's not throw any
What?
allegations or anything.
Yeah. Red Durst, I don't mean anything bad to you. You make good music. I love break stuff and chocolate starfish and hot dog water. But um, yeah, no. The guys that were at the skate park, I mean, they were blasting a bunch of like Limp Bizkit adjacent music. So, maybe if they'd stayed longer, we would have heard some Bizkit. But um, yeah, my point still stands. But it was really, really fun nonetheless. I really enjoyed working with all the photographers, working with all the other models. Met a lot of great people. Really excited. I'm probably going to be going to more of their events because you meet some really cool people there. So shout out to Frabjour.
let let I don't want to say his name on
Yes.
the podcast, but the director I worked with, let him know about that because he also does photography.
I will do that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because it was a really cool experience I did, and it was great for networking.
That's super cool. But speaking of skate or die,
Pardon?
this said speaking of skate or die, this kind of
Yes.
actually goes related into concerts and such.
Oh yes, concepts.
In August, Avril
Mm-hmm.
Lavigne is gonna be in town, and I am going to that concert.
Oh, that's lit, dude.
Yes,
A Canadian icon. I think she's Canadian, right?
yes.
Yes, a Canadian icon, the skater boy singer. She's really cool. I like her.
Unless you've been singing for decades, and like here's the way I see it. Like, no one comes to Ottawa unless they've been singing for decades or are just Canadian.
They understand our pain. Oh, that reminds me of how I that's kind of like how I'm going to see Melanie Martinez in June, and she was only going to Toronto, and I was like, shit,
Ah,
I'm still going. But it's like, why couldn't you go to Montreal or something? Something closer to me. Something cheaper.
Billie Eilish just announced her tour going on.
Or her.
And
Billie Eilish going on tour. Where's
unfortunately,
she
she
going?
only has 3 Canadian dates, which is
Oh no.
one in Montreal and two in Toronto.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Toronto is the only city that exists.
Yep, capital of Ottawa. No, I get. Well, I don't blame them because the thing is, it's like Ottawa's great, but the ratio of normal people to government workers and bureaucrats is not good. So I do understand it to an extent, but it's also like,
Yeah, but like you,
I don't want to
but
take the train.
think about it this way. If you're gonna go to Toronto and you're
Hmm.
gonna go to Montreal, throw Ottawa in between.
Yeah. Also, my Discord just just notified me that Dylan's online.
Oh wow, maybe you
We
should
summoned him. No,
invite him.
I don't know how.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll.
Invite surprise guest Dylan.
Hey, you wanna cameo in podcast?
This is great.
This is great. It
Greatest.
will be.
It would be so great.
Anyway, let's continue talking while I await a
Yeah.
response if I get one.
Yes. So actually, the first like major concert I ever went to that was like an actual singer. You wanna know who it was?
Who was it?
The legend, the man, the myth, the OG LGBT icon, Elton John.
Ah, very interesting. The Rocket Man himself.
Yeah, I saw the Rocket Man in concert when I was like 10, I think. It was back in 2013. I was 9. So in 2013, I went to see Rocket. Or was it 2013? I gotta check now. I don't remember. It was February 13th. I don't exactly remember what year it was, but I went to see Elton John with my parents. My mom was so excited.
Of
But
course.
and we were really close to him. Like we got really good seats. Like not planned, but we got good seats to see the Elton John.
Did he wave?
Like yeah, like at the crowd, but like I was like ecstatic. I was like a little kid, and Elton John was the first like real person singer that I ever got into. Cause like before that, I was listening to like Fisher Price and Backyardigans CDs. So
Da,
Elton John was the first human I ever listened to.
the backyard again.
I saw them at the NAC once. I don't think that counts as a concert, but I did see the Backyardigans live.
I think
It
that
was
counts.
cool. Yeah, I went to see the I went to see the Backyardigans. I also went to see the Wiggles at the Canadian Tire Center. That was
When
pretty
was that? When
cool.
was that? When was that?
When I was a child. I don't remember the exact date, but I was young. I only remember it happened. It was at the Canadian Tire Center and I was a wee bab.
He said he'd love to, but he has chores to
Damn it.
do. Okay. Well, all I can say is that I also have seen the Wiggles in concert when I was a child.
Nice.
Do you
I also saw
remember? Do you remember which Wiggles it was?
it was the Wiggles Circus and it was the original Wiggles.
So you got to see it with Greg or with Sam?
Sam probably.
Okay. See, I got to I went to a concert expecting Greg and I got Sam and I was very disappointed because they were only singing nursery rhymes. So they didn't sing any of the songs that I knew.
Oh, they sang all the songs. Oh, wait, then I must have gotten Greg, because they sang all the OG songs.
Well,
I got fruit salad. I got I got all the songs. And I got to hug Dorothy the dinosaur, and that was lit. I was ecstatic about that because I love Dorothy
you're
the
very
dinosaur.
lucky because when I got to a Wiggles concert and it was Sam and they were singing all these songs I didn't know, I was disappointed.
I also saw Yo Gabba Gabba in concert. I've seen Backyardigans, Wiggles, and Yo Gabba Gabba in concert, quote unquote.
Yo Gabba Gabba, did you get to see Andy Samberg?
I don't. Who is Andy Samberg?
Brooklyn Nine Nine, Hotel
Is he the
Transylvania.
is he the guy who plays DJ Lance?
Uh, the,
'Cause DJ Lance was there. That's Lance Robertson. But
Yo
he's
Gabba.
almost 60 years old. Jesus Christ. DJ Lance is old. Adam Lant. Oh, I thought that said Adam Lambert. People also search for Adam Dilbert. I thought that said Adam Lambert. Fuck. I think Adam Lambert was on Yo Gabba Gabba.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different show, but anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, I got to see DJ Lance and all the Yo Gabba Gabba preachers, and it was very cool because I also got to hug all of them, and that was really cool for tiny baby me because it was like, oh my god, they're real,
Geez, you got to
kind
hug
of.
all these cool people and
Yeah, all
characters.
these probably like just people in a mascot suit.
The closest I got was Anthony walking up the aisle.
Mm. Yeah, the Wiggles didn't come off stage when I was there, but the mascots did. Like the octopus guy and the Dorothy the dinosaur.
Ah, Henry the Octopus.
Captain Feathersword was. I don't remember if Captain Feathersword was there.
Oh, he should have been. He always tours with them as well as does the show, so.
And maybe he was, and I just forgot because I was never the biggest fan of Mr. Feathersword. He was in a really weird
You.
dream of mine when I was a kid, and that's all. That's all I have. Anyway,
I'll tell you about a dream I had last night after the
oh
podcast.
boy. Oh boy. That should be another episode sometime. The weird dreams. Because I have a book of all my weird dreams. So maybe that's another thing we can do. I can read my weird ass
Maybe an
dreams.
entire episode dedicated to all the volumes of the Book of BS.
Oh, bro, we'd be there for hours. There's 6 of those books. I started those during the pandemic and I just never stopped. And the sixth one is getting new editions every day.
Oh, and I have a very sad announcement for the podcast as well.
What?
Um, the phone that I used to record all of the vlogs and such has sadly died and will not charge anymore.
No.
So I'm gonna be stuck with a brick for now. Yeah, very sad day
Rest in
indeed.
peace to the vlog phone. You recorded so many great moments and also very incredibly muffled moments.
Yes, yes.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pepperoni.
Anyway, um you've been to some concerts, I assume.
You
I mean, you've
know,
told me about the Kiss one.
yes, I went to the Kiss concert. I actually almost just forgot about that. In New York, it was the second last show, and I've been told that was the better of the two shows to go to.
Hmm.
Um, and it was really an amazing show because I was sitting like
Mhm.
way in the back, but um, whenever the pyrotechnics went off, you could feel the heat.
Whoa.
Yeah. So imagine how people, not only the people closest to the stage, but also, you know, how the band felt.
Mhm.
Like,
That must
I thought it
be
was
that must
hot
be
just
crazy.
just just feeling it from where I was.
Yeah, that would be I assume like a Kiss concert, especially like an end of the road tour, that would be like crazy.
Yeah, I have a T-shirt, uh, not signed, but it's still merchandise from the end of the road tour, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Kiss is
originally supposed to
cool.
see them in Ottawa, but they canceled because of
Mm.
being sick.
Oof, that blows. That's rough, buddy.
Yeah. Either way, and we would have had better seats there. Would have been actually close to the stage. Anyway, um, there was also another concert that I have that I can think of. I've only been to a few,
Hmm.
and the other one is the Queen Extravaganza. Another one I was disappointed by because I bought tickets expecting Mark Martel to be the lead singer of the band, because he had been for many years, and then we get there and it's this guy I've never heard of before because they had just switched lead singers that year.
Oof.
And I was like, dang, this guy doesn't even sound like Freddie Mercury.
Oh no. That that is not. That
Yeah.
would be bad.
hmm When you're a Queen cover band, your lead
Mm.
singer better sound like him. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry to Queen, but Adam Lambert is no Freddie Mercury.
Adam Lambert?
Yeah, he's the lead singer for Queen at the moment.
Adam Lambert, the for your entertainment guy? Am I thinking of a different Adam Lambert? I think there might be a. There's too many Adam Lamberts. Adam Lambert is the for your entertainment. Yep. Okay. Is there another Adam Lambert I don't know about?
Adam Lambert Queen. Just search that.
Oh no, there he is with Mister Old Guy Big Hair. I don't know his name. The only remaining member of Queen. Oh God, the fact that Adam Lambert is with Queen now, that's a. I mean, not surprising. That sounds like such a dickhead thing to say, but not surprising, but like, whatever. Adam Lambert finds his way back into our lives again. For
Sure.
our entertainment. I have
He
that album.
he's not very good at singing Queen songs.
Uh,
That's
I
my
would.
opinion, though.
Well, that's probably because the only person who really was Freddie Mercury, and then he sadly passed away, and it's
The
like you
only
can't
other
replace.
person on this earth who can sing it like Freddie is Mark Martel.
Mmm. I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for it.
Just search him up and you'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah. And David Bowie was pretty good.
Yes.
Not
Under
not
pressure.
yeah. That is an awesome collaboration of minds. The Bowie and the Mercury.
And both of them
But
sing
I
it
guess that
very
makes
well.
sense. Yeah. Also,
Or sang it, because they're
um,
both dead.
did you go to the Maisie concert at Algonquin when that happened, or I don't think you did. Did you?
No, I don't think so. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Back when college was in session in like mm, November. Yes, November. It was November. I know my dates. I know why I went as well. So yeah, it was definitely November. Um. So there was a for anyone who I'm sure like if you're chronically online and were chronically online, um, in like the summer and like or the fall of 2022. The singer Maisie, the one who sings the song Dum Dum, the one that goes da 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 da, that one. She came to the Algonquin Observatory to do a performance, and because we were part of the performing arts group, we got free tickets. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
and
wouldn't have thought.
uh, so I was really depressed because I had been broken up with. Little did I know that that would actually be a good thing. But that's for another time. But I'd gotten broken up with in event like after Dirty Bingo, which is like the worst time, but who cares? Um but um Sheena I was with Sheena and Jen, and I was depressed, and then they were like, hey, why don't we go to this thing, it'll be fun, you can have a good fun time and forget about your woes. Stop running through the six with your woes and go to the Maisie concert. And I did. It was actually it was fun. It was actually enjoyable, and Maisie is now one of my like favorite artists now. And I went, but the thing is a decent amount of her songs are like sad, and like some of them are like kind of breakups adjacent songs. So
So she's
at
Taylor
some
Swift.
points, what?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but like better. I like her more than Taylor Swift. But I at some points Logan was there with me. So I
Okay.
was there with Logan, Jen, Sheena. And Logan was there with me and he had to watch me break down in tears over like a couple of songs. So, but that was actually a really enjoyable experience. And what's funny is there's a song by her, it's my favorite song. It's called It's Not Me, It's You. And like I still love it to this day. I can play it on guitar. I love it so much. And I remember it was part of her at the time like unreleased album Blotter Baby, which came out um around the end of February of last year.
Hmm.
And I remember from that November until January 20th, when It's Not Me, It's You came out, I was like checking her Instagram, like checking the App Store, checking YouTube because I wanted that damn song so bad. And I was absolutely feral when it came out. I was like, yes, it's back, baby. That's what I've been waiting for.
Let's go.
Yeah, baby. Like, I was hyped. And then I actually downloaded the album and I'm like, wow, this is some lit music. Yeah, that was probably one of the best experiences I had, and I'm really glad I went, despite the fact that I was depressed as fuck. Um. Also, what else? What else? What else? There was a point. Oh yeah. Except you know what makes me mad about that?
What's that? What makes you mad?
One thing that I'm pissed about. I left like you know when some artists do like a walk around to
Mhm.
meet the people.
Yeah.
She did that, and I didn't stay. Everyone else, Rory got pictures with her, Sheena got pictures with her, everyone got pictures with her, and I didn't, and I'm still mad about that to this day. I'm so mad that I was so upset that I left before I could get a photo op with Maisie, because she is an amazing singer and she's really cool, and I missed that opportunity, and I am pissed at myself. I'm so mad about that.
That's a shame.
It is, and I really want her to come back to Ottawa so I can at least see her in concert again, and maybe be able to talk to her. But like, I still, it makes me so mad that I didn't get to take a picture with her because she's really cool. She's up like, cause like with music artists, like I like one or two songs by the artist, and I don't really listen to albums of artists or like stand behind different artists. Like I like a bunch of people, but like I don't like a lot of people. I have a set amount of artists where I have like all the albums or like I listen to the albums. Maisie is one of those people. She's up there with Melanie Martinez, Elton John, and Amy Winehouse.
Ah,
Like, so yeah.
okay. So,
Yes.
interesting thing that happened to me a couple of days ago at work.
Ooh.
Have you ever heard of a singer named Wayne Rostad?
No.
Okay. Well,
Have not.
he's a local artist. He's been singing in Ottawa and the Valley since like the 70s.
Mm.
Yeah, but anyway, my grandmother loves his music and used to listen to him um, like live at a venue I think called the Golden Rail. Um,
Mm.
but a couple of days ago, I was working doing curbside pickup, and who comes and
Hmm.
gets some curbside pickup? None other than Wayne Rostad.
Wow.
Yeah, you might recognize him from the Davidson Hearing commercials.
Mm.
But yeah,
That's crazy.
it was crazy. It was pretty cool to have met him, and he said it was a pleasure meeting you, Patrick.
It's lovely to meet you. I
Pretty
know
much.
he's not British, but
It was a grand old time because he was just the nicest man,
that's cool. It's always cool meeting artists just
especially the
out of
humble
pocket.
kind.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice when artists aren't up their own ass. I hope I'm still humble if I ever like make it big. Um
Oh, don't be like that. You're gonna be big. You're gonna be big. You're going places, kid.
yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Certainly further
I
than
just,
I am right now.
well, dude, I like kind of like I'm not gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting all these opportunities." Like I'm still like I wash my parents' dishes for money. Which is, I'm not complaining. That's a pretty good gig because there's a lot of dishes, and I honestly have found a new love for doing dishes. This is pathetic. um, but like I'm doing my best, but like I'm not gonna say that it's fucking easy because like it's not. Like, is like I'm trying to do background, but the
Mhm.
problem with background is everything's in the country, and I can't get there.
Well, geez, why don't you get yourself a car?
I can't afford insurance or a car. I can get my license, but I can't fucking afford a
Well,
car,
geez,
dude.
why don't you just I don't know, get a bus out to the end of the bus line, and then have someone from the country drive you?
I don't know anybody from the country. I don't know anyone from Brockville or Almont or Pakenham. Like, and my
Okay,
parents can't
but
drive me because they both work
I
full-time jobs.
literally know all three of those places.
Because you live out in the country, you probably know a bunch of people from there. I don't. I live in the city where everyone's a dickhead. Well, that's not
I
true.
tell you what, my grandmother on my dad's side died in Almont. So there you go.
Damn, that's a hell of a place to die.
Yeah, she died peacefully in her sleep.
That's good. I've been to Pakenham, I've been to Brockville, or not, I haven't been to Brockville. I've been to Pakenham, I've been to Carlton Place, and I've been to Almont. All of which are actually pretty decent towns.
Pakenham is nice because that's where the skiing is done.
Yeah, I went skiing there a couple times because my school did those ski trips,
Yes,
which were
yes,
pretty lit.
mine did too.
Except, like, the thing with my elementary school would actually take us to, like, places like Vorlage or Pakenham. And then, like, when I got into middle school and high school, they would only go to Camp Fortune. And it's like, okay. It's like, that's
Okay.
fine. That's where I learned how to ski, but, like, it's also lame as fuck. No offense to Skyline and Camp Fortune, but it's like, there's only 4 runs, and the one of the runs that is actually fun to do is closed at night!
Oh, I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of skiing. I want to do it again, but I haven't done it for many, many years.
I want to do skiing. The only problem is lift tickets cost an arm and a leg now. Like, I enjoyed doing the ski trips with my school. Like, they were fun, but Like, have you seen the prices of lift tickets recently?
I have
Like, they're
not.
insane. Like,
All that
it's
artificial snow they're putting.
Mm. Yeah, cause like skiing was a big thing in my family. Like it was like a family thing that we used to do. Like we would go visit my uncle and aunt who had a cottage up in near Mont Saint Marie in like the Elmer Wakefield area. Elmer? I don't think Elmer. Wakefield. Wakefield is easier to say. Um but we all used to go up like with my cousins and my uncle and my aunts and my other uncle, and we'd all like ski and snowboard and stuff. And my cousin, one of their kids, taught me how to ski at Camp Fortune. And my parents and I, we would go to Pakenham or Vorlage, or we went to one that I don't remember, Edelweiss. Except Edelweiss is shit now. um it's bad, so we don't go there anymore, but we don't go skiing in general anymore. But I love skiing, except the problem is it's like skis are expensive, equipment's expensive, and lift tickets are through the roof. If my parents and I wanted to ski, it'd be $300, which is a lot.
Sometimes you can get lucky at Value Village and find some ski equipment.
Yeah, but at this point it's like, what's the point of spending any money on something if you can't even afford like the passes to do it? Which sucks because it's
You go
fun.
to
It's just
your local toboggan hill and you go skiing on the toboggan hill.
there actually is a toboggan hill near my house, but it's like very short and lame. But it was great when I was a child. Not so much when I'm a giant adult.
I think maybe we should do some poor man's skiing and go tobogganing.
Go tobogganing near my house and confuse all the children.
To those of you who aren't Canadian, tobogganing
Oh
is
yeah.
when you get like imagine imagine a plastic garbage lid that you sit on and you go down a hill. There you go.
I think they call that sledding. But it's tobogganing because we actually use toboggans. I had two of them and they were from Home Hardware.
Fair
Not
enough.
Home
Fair
Depot,
enough.
Home Hardware.
Yeah, but yeah, tobogganing. That's tobogganing.
Although when I went to school in Lansdowne, they would, the giant hill in Lansdowne? There's a giant hill there.
I do not, because I'm not from the city
Well,
folk.
there was a giant hill in Lansdowne, and in the summer, it's rampant with condoms. That was only once, I promise. But um, in the winter, they set it up as a like skiing and tobogganing hill, and I went tobogganing on it like a couple times. And I remember one time I actually accidentally didn't notice my friend was coming down, and I got taken out with her, like by the saucer. It was crazy. Um, Oh yeah, and one of the guys broke his back on that
Oof.
hill.
Oof.
Yeah, Fiona's middle school stories again, but yeah, one of the guys broke his back tobogganing on that hill because there was ice. And like I'm not
That's
joking,
another
he
thing
actually had to
for
go to the
you
hospital.
Americans that listen. Tobogganing is something that's fun, but it's also very very dangerous.
Yeah,
Don't do it
it
unless you
can
have
be.
good grip.
Well, the thing is because some jerk off had built like this massive jump and no one noticed and he fell off the thing and landed on ice. It was
Ow.
a whole thing.
Ow.
Yeah, Big Al, he had to go to the hospital. He was out of school for a couple of days. I think like a week or so.
I've seen it happen at another toboggan hill.
Ooh,
Um and like
Tails is a
the
toboggan
ambulance
hill.
came and everything. Like that was oof.
Ooh, that was big oof. Yeah. That hill, that hill was not a good place because that's also where one of the girls at my middle school threw a rock at my head and almost gave me a concussion.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a concussion on that hill because she threw a rock at me. It hit me in the head, and I was like, literally, I was like seeing stars, and the light was too bright, and I was literally throwing up. It was throwing up in the school, and I had to go to the hospital, and they're like, "Yeah, you're concussed." And despite the fact that everyone saw me vomiting and I couldn't see, the girl who did it was like, "No, she's making it up for attention." Really? I puked my guts out in front of y'all, and I was making it up.
I
Definitely. You can't see me doing air quotes, but it's like, what the fuck?
I have had a concussion once before as well.
They're not fun.
No, they're not. They're not fun at all. I was actually at Calypso.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I've heard stories from
Um.
that place.
Now, listen. I get it. You're not paid very well, and you might not have spoken the best English, but there were no signs at the bottom that said you couldn't have your shoes on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of telling me to just, throw them down the tube, he says, put them on your hands and put your hands behind your head. And see, the whole point of putting the hands behind your head is so that you can brace your head and stop it from bouncing and hitting off the back of the slide.
Oh
I
no.
lost grip because the Crocs were on my hands.
Oh
Anyway,
my god.
my head banged all the way down, and I could barely move, but I did end up getting up and getting off the slide.
Oh my god.
Just for me to go to yeah, I sat around for a while after throwing up and such, and then I went back to going and doing stuff because I didn't want to spend the rest of the day doing nothing like an idiot. um but then when I got to the hospital later that night, they said, "Oh, you probably just had heat stroke," and then wrote it off and had me leave.
Oh boy.
So then I went to sleep that night with a concussion, which is very dangerous.
Oh.
And
That.
I spent that entire summer actually not talking, which is how I developed the stutter.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't have anyone to talk to during the summer, so
Oh.
I just didn't talk. And when I started
Relatable.
talking again in the fall, I got a stutter. I was like, "The heck is this?"
Oh boy. Yeah, every time, like, my friends are always like, "Let's go to Calypso. Let's go Calypso." And I've heard so many horror stories from
Too
Calypso. It's
many
like, yeah,
lawsuits.
I'm just gonna stick with Mont Cascade. Like, I've had no bad experiences there, and like, no one else seems to. Granted, it's smaller, but like, it seems like it's safer.
Yeah, I want to go back to Calypso, but only because it's the only water park in Ottawa.
Yeah. Cascade is pretty good though. But granted, I might be biased because I've been going there since I was like a wee baby. Back when "Take It Off" by Kesha was like new.
Mm.
Was a new song.
There are lots of things turning 20 this year.
Oh boy. Well, that
Um,
song turned 10 like 4 years ago.
mhm. Like,
God.
24 years ago, Hugh Jackman started being Wolverine,
Oh.
and now this Deadpool and Wolverine 24 years later, like
Mm-hmm.
this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
He's
We love
carried
you, Hugh
Wolverine for
Jackman.
24 years.
Although back to Calypso, like
Yeah,
just because summer's rolling around, I don't know if you're interested in this, Patrick, but we should get the gang together and do some like activities this summer.
I agree. I
Is it-
agree. Now that everyone should be done school.
Yeah, we need to do
Except
some
for
activities.
Dylan. Dylan is going back to school because he started in January.
No, that's fine. Yeah, but we need to do some activities because you guys went to Wonderland, and I was like, damn it, I wish I could have done that. That would have been
that
fucking
was
lit, bro.
that was more of a gift for Wind because Wind had never been.
Oh, okay, never mind. So that's fine. Never mind. I retract my statement. But that'd be fun to do again.
Yeah,
Oh, probably not Wonderland because that shit's expensive. But it'd be
it's
fun to do some more
it's
activities. Cause like going to the movie theater was mad lit.
the drive-in. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked that. I like it because you can talk to people while the movie's happening and no one really complains.
I remember talking all the way through The Littlest Mermaid because that was a terrible film.
Like, yeah, like the problem was it's a very dark film. Not in like story, but in filming.
They took all of the color away from it.
Yeah, it was so dark you could barely see it on the screen. And
You
that's
would
not an
swear it was a
understatement or a roast.
DC
That's a
movie.
genuine thing. Like you couldn't see what was going on.
Yeah.
Also, I love when Dylan or not Dylan, when Logan and I were doing like, now this is the part where the Vikings come in and this is the part when the overfishing happened. Like we were just making this like dumbass joke.
Yeah, and also
That was the fun part.
that's where the innuendo hating theater dad came
I don't
into
want to
being.
hear it.
Can't wait
That
to
was
put that into
funny.
production.
Yeah, at some point that has to go into production because that was
I think we have
funny.
4 scripts ready now. We need like
Yeah,
6 more before we can
yeah,
make it.
yeah.
Anyway,
That was anyway. We've probably gone way over time.
no, no, we've only gone about a minute and 30 seconds over time.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you all so much for listening to this wonderful podcast of ours. Don't forget to check out Food with Fee every second
Yeah,
Monday and
I
this
made
every
giant
second Wednesday.
meatballs.
You made some meatballs, that's right. You made some big
Fat
spicy
meatballs.
meatballs.
They were really good.
Anyways, guys, bye bye.
Bye.